Time right now is 9:07. Let's get you over to Erica.
On today's Food is Medicine, we're talking about something that affects some 60% of the population. Most people have no idea they're actually impacted by it. Joining us this morning, Christa Orecchio from thewholejourney.com. She's here with more about this yeast in our digestive system called Candida. What exactly is this? When you say yeast in our digestive system, it just freaks me out.
I think it probably freaks everybody out. Yeah, so I'm not talking about traditional yeast. We all have yeast in our digestive system, every single human, and it's supposed to be there. It's supposed to challenge our immune system. But when it gets out of balance, which 60% of people it's out of balance, that's when it causes problems. Gas, bloating, mental fog, crazy sugar cravings, all of those kinds of things, because we're a delicate balance of biochemistry. And we've all taken antibiotics before, and so the idea is antibiotics kill everything, good, bad, and indifferent. So you can get Candida or intestinal yeast overgrowth even if you've taken just one full spectrum round of antibiotics and you haven't done the cleanup work to add the good probiotics back in. And I'd say the majority of the population probably doesn't do that after antibiotics.
Is this have anything to do with leaky gut that we've heard something
yes,
about?
Yes, I love that you know leaky gut.
Yeah.
Yeah, the idea is that too many antibiotics can start to tear away at the wall of the small intestine, and that can cause leaky gut. And so then Candida overgrows, the bad guys outweigh the good guys, and they keep doing more damage as they proliferate.
So how do you know if you have a problem with Candida, and then how do you solve it?
All right, so you could run a stool test, a blood test, an antibody spit test.
Okay.
Or in private practice, I have people do an easy, free at-home spit test. And when I run it in tandem with expensive lab work, it matches.
So what do you do exactly?
So what you do is for 6 days, 6 days in a row, before you eat or drink anything, before you brush your teeth, you wake up, you work up a dime-sized amount of saliva, and you spit in the glass.
Okay.
And then you watch it for about 45 minutes, and I want to know, does that saliva stay on top? Candida is not your problem if it stays on top. If it sinks, there's more of them than you. You know, the cookies are calling you in the middle of the night type of Candida. And if it grows legs, your yeast is out of balance, and it would behoove you to get a leg up on your health and get it back in balance, because digestion's the cornerstone of our health.
So if it grows stuff, then you know there's an issue.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
all right.
two quick caveats, though. You're doing this test for 6 days. Do not consume dairy products while you're doing the test. It will thicken the mucosal membrane and give you a false positive.
Oh.
And then you have to stay hydrated so you can get an accurate result as well.
Interesting, right? Okay, so if you have the thing with the legs and it's crawling or whatever,
right?
What do you do about it?
Okay, you got the leggy crawly thing.
Okay.
Then diet. You know, diet is going to be key because you want to stop feeding it with diet. Sugar and alcohol and fermented foods and grains and all things like that will feed the yeast. So you go on a very strict diet, kind of like meat and vegetables, and you know we give you little things here and there for 6 to 8 weeks. And then this kind of cocktail of supplements here is what kills it and rejuvenates the whole immune system.
Okay.
Okay.
So what do we have here?
So we have this probiotic. It's called Saccharomyces boulardii, a big long name. I affectionately call it SAC-B. This is a strain of yeast. It's a good strain that eats the bad strain. So you want to go, and I have people on SAC-B that will go and start eating up the excess yeast.
And how much of these do you take? One a day?
No, you either take between 2 to 4 at night, depending on how bad your spit results
are. Okay, we're running out of time, but it's so fascinating. What else do we have?
Well, then we do this sludgy cocktail, very important, clay and a mixture of this wild stuff called diatomaceous earth. When you mix these together, they'll slice open the exoskeleton of the Candida and carry it out of the body.
Okay.
Okay, and then we use 4 different very powerful antifungal herbs that you're going to rotate every 4 days to go in and kill it, because Candida wants to stay alive. Life wants to live. If you don't rotate them, it'll become resistant to any one herb.
So do you put these in this, or this is a separate thing?
This is separate. You wake up, you drink this sludgy cocktail.
You add water and like
you
a
add
scoop
water.
of that?
You add 1 teaspoon of the earth and a half a teaspoon of clay.
Okay.
Then you're taking these with meals, and then you're taking this one at night.
Interesting.
The whole protocol, there's a 30-minute show at thewholejourney.com. I did that on my own show to go over this in fine detail if you want more.
Very good.
This stuff,
information. This is like dirt, kind of.
Yeah, it's totally like drinking dirt, and that's what it tastes like. You want to try it?
I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to have
You
some.
can't just go
You
eat
can't
dirt,
just
although
go
that's
eat
a
the
good
dirt, Ellen.
question. and
You got to
know,
do this. You got to do the sludgy cocktail. You do this online coaching, and people can go to your website, and we've linked it to ours, fox5sandiego.com. You've changed the way I eat, by the way. It didn't happen
love that.
overnight. It's been slow.
It
But
took
you've
3
gotten to
years,
me.
but
I know,
it's
but
happened.
you've gotten to me. You've changed everything. You've changed my life. All right,
That's
Raul,
what
I'm going
it's
to try
all
this.
about. This is not like you're going to think it's great. It
Oh.
tastes like dirt.
That's the worst thing you've ever given me.
I-
You want to know, Raul, what is really ironic? So we've got the bag of dirt that you can eat, and right next to it, I am smelling, it is
Yeah.
wafting my direction. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 plates of cookies. Would you rather a little bag of dirt, or would you rather some cookies? Which would you rather, Raul? A lot is riding on this.
No comment? I do not. I appreciate the both of them for their benefits. I'm trying to be a politician. I have no idea how to answer that right. But Erica, Erica keeping it real. I appreciate that.